Well, another loss. 7-7-1. I mean, let's face it, it wasn't a game that we was favored to win. I believe we were still 7.5 dogs going in. So tough loss, man. I mean, penalties, mistakes, missed opportunities, goal line stands, can't get a little half an inch to continue a drive on fourth down with a quarterback sneak. I'm not going to go in on the play calling like I normally do. Everybody see what's going on. I mean, I don't agree with you on the goal line, and I just don't agree with the play calls on the goal line. I mean, you on the shotgun, you're running out of a shotgun when you're on the goal line. You don't put a fullback in front of them or H-back. I'm done trying to figure out what Scott Turner is doing because it just, to me, doesn't – my thinking and his thinking is just not in agreement. So he's the offensive coordinator, his offense, so he does what he wants to do. But I'm not surprised with the results. He can't get 20 points, 21 points, 25 points. It's just not – he's not up to that level. You could say the offensive line but the play caller, offensive line, situational football all have to be in line, man. It's just – at some point you put Taylor in compromising situations. Another time you scratch your head about the play calling there. I didn't agree with some of the coaching decisions as far as Ron calling a offside kick when we had I think we're down by 10. So, and then you don't expect your kicker who can't kick a ball 10 yards to try to get that play effective, but it was that type of game. It was a competitive game for the most part until the turnovers came in. And I don't know. I think Heinicke right now, I think you just got to move on with Wentz. Wentz looked pretty good. He took what the defense gave him. He didn't try to force any throws. But we need a little bit more from our playmakers as far as the tight ends, not having Cam Curl hurt us. Obviously, that left the middle of the field open, and Kyle Shanahan's a smart guy, man. He's gonna adjust, as you see. I thought we, for the most part, brought the physicality that we needed. I just thought that our defense wasn't as fine as ours. So we had some lapses on defense today. And, some of that, as far as some of that is because of Cam Curl absence. Benjamin St-Juste was able to return. I thought he played okay. Outside of that one play with Ayuk that got away from him a little bit, but Chase Young made his seasonal debut, and I thought he played well. He looked like he had flashes of the old Chase Young. I was nervous for him. I was happy for him. I had some, I was happy that he was back. Good to see the young man, doing what he loves to do. So he made an impact in the game right away. And I know he was on a play limit, but he made an impact. The plays that he was out there doing, rushing the passer, batting balls down, making some tackles, key tackles. I thought Chase played very well. I was very excited to see what he was doing out there. And we're going to need him down the stretch. So it's good to get that one game out of him. He didn't look hesitant. He looked explosive at times. Obviously, he had the knee brace on. So, and I was nervous because going to San Francisco's field, they had said that the field was kind of – this was the first time players had played on this field. They had changed the field up. So I was kind of nervous, but I said, okay, here we go. But he's back. He played well. I thought our defensive line played well. I thought our linebackers, David Mayo, I mean, He can't. Kittle's. It's just a mismatch. And Kittles is a beast, man. Shout out to Kittles, but and shout out to Brock Purdy. He played well enough. The rookie is really playing well. You can see that his 4-year starter or 4-year playing as in Iowa State has helped him in the NFL. And I don't know if he's going to give this job back, man. He's playing pretty good. And he's getting confident. They're winning. So I know they don't want to, that's down the road as far as decision making. But I don't know if you go back to Jimmy Garoppolo if Purdy is playing like he's playing. I just, it's a good problem to have, but he's playing well. But like I said, I thought the offensive line struggled again. I don't know if it's Scott's play calling. You just can't keep. They seem to help out. They made the adjustment early in the game, but Nick Bosa was, he's Nick Bosa. He's playing. This is why, he was drafted when he drafted, and the Bosa brothers are pretty good. And the 49ers got a great defense, great defensive line. And they shut our run down a little bit. We was able to have our moments here and there, but for the most part, they shut us down until we just got behind and we had to throw. Josh Doctson had a great game. Terry played well. We was able to get Curtis Samuel involved for that last touchdown as far as Wentz throwing a beautiful ball to him. If Wentz can get right, man, and we can just give him some time. And sometimes you can, I'm hoping, sometimes, when you looking from the sidelines from all that time from him being out, sometimes that can help you if you really process the games. And it was good to see him come in. I agree with the pull. I thought Heineke was getting overwhelmed. The fumbles, and it's just too much. So he played well, but you got to have ball security, and between the offensive line being leaky and the pass rush, I thought Ron made a good call to bring Wentz in, considering we're going to need him down the road. And I don't know what the decision might be going forward. If it was up to me, you have to go with Wentz, but I'm sure I think they're leaning that way. I think Heineke is tapped out, or plateaued. So he was exposed today, and good thing that happened now, because do you want to get in, if we make the playoffs? Do you want a game like that happening? So let's see what Wentz can bring to the table, man. It's the league, man. The league knows how to make these games important all the way to the end of the season. Every game's got playoff implications. And don't look now, man. I mean, I thought Green Bay was dead, but they're right in the thick of this thing. I mean, we get a couple more losses, even though we hold a tiebreaker over them. But, a lot of teams are still in it. Carolina was able to take care of Detroit. That helped us out. And that Giants loss helped us out. So we still got a chance, but we got to take care of our business, man. We haven't won in a month. It's been 3 weeks, and we have not gotten a win. And everything else is happening for us, but we're not taking advantage of it. So it's no excuses, man. We had the whole thing laid out in front of us. It's still laid out in front of us. We got to win these games. We got to win these 2 home games. You got to win home games in order to make the playoffs. Okay, so if you can't win these 2 games coming up, and they're going to be tough games, then you don't deserve to go in the playoffs. You don't deserve. You want to go in with some momentum, not backing in. But we got to take care of business at home, man. And we're going to need the crowd for these 2 home games. We're going to need them in force. Cleveland lost today, so they're not feeling that great about themselves. I think they officially been knocked out of the playoffs. So you get up on them. Deshaun Watson's not looked that great. So you can't let him beat us. The problem I have, we're letting people beat us, man, that we should be scheming, anybody but that guy. Barkley beat us. Kittles beat us today. So we have to do something, man, to take these guys away, because you can't put Mayo on Kittles, and we got to corral Barkley, on drives where he's running up the gut. So we can't let the guys that we know that can hurt us, in other words. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. It's Christmas Eve. I know people will be with their families, and Merry Christmas to you and yours, and have a great holiday tomorrow. We'll see you soon. Let's go, Commanders.